This show is being recorded from the top of Mount Everest. I just have to get this last peg hammered in and... Uh-oh. The peg broke.
No New Year's resolutions were made during the making of this podcast. Today on What's in My Freezer with Jeffrey Dahmer, we'll take a look at...
Wait a minute, what? Really? Jeffrey Dahmer? Have you sunk into a new low, Ray? What is wrong with you? That's going to scare our listeners. You know? You got to lighten up the gruesome stuff, okay? Go ahead, try it again.
Okay. Today on Love Ballads with Charles Manson, we'll listen to a few of his favorite songs.
No, really? Charles Manson? You can't do better than that? I'm going to give you one last try, Ray. Go ahead. Take it over.
You sound really upset. All right. Today on Bear Traps, how to gnaw your own foot off if you should happen to step on one.
That's it. You're done. All right? Really. I gave you 3 chances. Now it's my turn, okay? Damn it. Crap. I forgot the name of the show. Pull your hair out of your head or something like that.
The podcast.
Dead air.
Pull Yourself to Pieces will now give you about 30 seconds of silence in order to get our dead air out of the way and to have a smooth flowing show. Here we go. So the mics have been muted. They are off. Okay?
I don't believe you.
Yeah. Well, believe me. What I don't believe is, where did you possibly get that outfit you're wearing?
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you very much. Oh.
So it is one of those, white with the sequins, and it looks like, is it who I think it is?
Is my taking care of business outfit. Oh.
Okay. All right. So you're Elvis now.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you very much. Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay. This is like, because you put on some weight. I understand that, but really, I mean...
Yo, man, you don't make fun of the king. Oh, thank you very much.
Why are you doing Elvis?
Well, this show doesn't really pay my bills, so I've got this little side gig where I do Elvis impersonations. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I've left the building. Oh, thank you very much. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out.
That's actually not too bad, but
thank you very much.
You had to moonlight, huh, to make ends meet. Really sorry.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? My lips curling up. You see it? Isn't that cool? The way I see curl my lip up?
Yeah, you're
awesome?
You're channeling Elvis. It's like he's alive and I think we got to go.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Well, thank you very much.
Time is up.
I've left the building.
Wow. So anyway, what were we talking about earlier?
The rash you've got between your legs.
Wait, I brought that up?
Yeah, and I said I'm sure there's a cream for it.
Well, you would know.
I might have some left over. Yeah. I'll share it with you.
You still get rashes from that laser?
I didn't have the crabs. I had it so bad. I didn't have the crabs. I had lobster. That's right. That's how bad it was. Big red lobsters.
Oh.
But a little bit of butter, drawn butter, not bad.
Oh. Can you get crabs from fish?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Does any fish get you sick like that? Give you some kind of. Well, you probably could get a rash from fish.
You might get a rash if you're allergic to certain fish. Yeah, like some people are allergic to shellfish, not
Yes.
shellfish. Don't confuse
Right.
it.
Right.
Don't confuse the two.
No, I don't want to do that. Shellfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you? You have no problem. Are you allergic to any foods?
I don't think so. No.
You have had no weird reaction, like, your throat start closing up or,
No. Never. No, I'm like a nanny goat. I can eat anything.
Oh my God.
You put garbage in front of me, it's gone. I'm telling you.
No, really?
Oh yeah.
I have probably quite a few food allergies, but not where it's life threatening.
Yeah.
There's some kind of weird feeling. Certain spices, certain things I eat. My head
Yeah.
just starts to feel weird. But maybe it's just
Yeah.
maybe that's just my head feeling weird, and it's the
That's
timing.
probably it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's time for us to move to our next segment.
I'm already there. Where have you been?
Oh. Okay. A little late to the party. Oops.
This presentation sponsored by.
Are you a meat and potatoes person? Do you love the taste of a perfectly cooked steak, but you don't have the time to start the barbecue to cook that steak? Introducing Steak in a Can. Using shrink wrap technology allows us to place a 16-ounce porterhouse steak in an 8-ounce can. Simply open the can and empty the contents into a microwave-safe dish. Like your steak rare and bloody? Set your microwave for 1 minute. Like your steak well done and hate the sight of blood? Well, set your microwave for 10 minutes and enjoy a steak you'll need a chainsaw to cut. Steak in a can. Find us next to Chicken in a Can.
Thank you. Please wait for assistance.
Idiot Science.
Welcome to another segment of Idiot Science, where your two resident idiots, Bill.
Hi.
We're going to discuss what would happen if you dug a hole to China.
I've already done that.
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
Yeah, I already did that.
When?
I wanted some egg rolls, and the Chinese place on the corner by me was closed, so I thought, I know. And I was off by a few thousand miles. I ended up in Australia. And I got to tell you, the Outback, it's big. I got lost.
God.
So I did meet a kangaroo, though. He tried to box with me, but I ran away.
All right. Okay. All right. Now
Okay,
I know you're pushing it too far. That was where you took it too far.
You think?
Everything else you had me, right?
Yeah, sure.
Well,
Yeah.
Let's talk about it scientifically. Oh boy.
Not possible.
Are you sure?
We don't have that kind of background.
Oh, you meant no, I meant yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Right. Scientifically we don't have any background, but
Right.
can you really dig a hole to China?
Well, I think once you hit the Earth's core, I think you're gonna burn your fingers a little.
Well, I know, right? Okay, so it's hot at the center. Okay, I get it. It gets hot as you go in. All right, but here's the thing. Okay, I got a couple of things before you even get to that point. First of all, what's the deepest that we've? I didn't look it up, but I don't know what the deepest that we've ever gone. We probably have a drill that went probably several miles down.
Just a few miles. That's all.
Just a few miles down. All right, so that's still the crust. That's nothing. I mean,
yeah, right.
If first of all, it's interesting to think if you're going to dig a hole, if you just make any kind of hole, where the hell are you putting the dirt?
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's one problem, right? You got to be able to clear the dirt, and if you had some way, some kind of thing that's going to be able to get that far, right, and get into, like you're saying, it's got to be impervious to the heat, so it's going to survive, and it's going to keep digging, like some kind of like a roboted thing.
It'll melt.
Well, let's say it didn't, right? Because I'm thinking like, if something well, hey, remember China Syndrome? Remember that movie?
Yeah.
I mean, that was
Uh-huh.
that if nuclear waste theoretically was to,
Yeah.
there was a rupture or
Escape.
whatever, right, and it would go
Right.
down, and it would keep going as if it would go all the way to China. It would completely go right through, so making me think that, all right, so then I know that's theory, and I know that's not really true, but if there was a way to get to the other side, we've never been
I,
that deep. We don't know if there's pockets of air down there that you could have species of things living down there that
I don't know. There's water, there's oil, there's probably pockets of natural gas.
you got lots of that.
And if you're thinking of drilling straight through, like imagine taking a bowling ball and a drill bit and drilling straight through.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as you got close to the center, that drill bit would just vaporize. So to get to the other side, you'd have to drill at an angle so that you bypass the molten core by a few good 100,000 miles or thousands of miles, because the Earth is only 25,000 miles around circumference.
Right.
It's not as big as you think it is.
Right.
I mean, think about it. If you've got 100,000 miles on your car, you've driven around the Earth 4 times.
Well, here's the thing too, all right? We're on a sphere. So when we
Yeah.
get to the halfway point, let's say we could do what you said. Let's say you could bypass the core and you could get around it. And now you're on your way back the other way.
Yeah.
What happens to your gravity, your disorientation, your orientation? Like
Nothing.
But
Nothing
are you
happens.
still digging down, or all of a sudden now you start digging up? Because
Doesn't matter whether you're digging down
well, what's
or
going to
up.
happen if you
There
got
is
all the
no
way
down.
through? Are you gonna come out the other side and you're gonna fall down and fall back to Earth?
No, of course not.
How do you know you're not going to come out and you're going to
If
be upside
if
down
if
and everyone's
if
going to be
you
right up?
if you were in China right now and you were a sewer worker and you were down in the sewer and you decided to come out for lunch and you popped open that sewer hole, are you going to go flying out of that sewer hole into the atmosphere? No, of course not.
Yeah, but at
Gravity
some point,
ta-
I'm going so
gravity
deep into the Earth, I'm
I
going to
don't think so.
switch.
No, I don't think so. I think gravity takes hold no matter what. I don't think it matters. You're not going to go flying out the other side.
Well,
You're
this is
just
why
not.
that's why it's idiot science.
Exactly. Well, you might go flying out the other side, but I am definitely not going to fly out.
Well,
the other
you got
side.
a lot more gravity than me, buddy.
That's right, I do, buddy.
One advantage of the extra
Yeah, watch it.
insulation. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
okay.
So till the next time on Idiot Science.
So what point did you prove? Where did we go
Well,
with this?
I
What
don't
have
know.
you, the audience is still scratching their heads, going, "What are these idiots talking about?"
Don't they every week?
That's true.
Right.
It shouldn't be any different.
No.
So what have we learned, Grasshopper?
We learned that we don't know if we could make it through.
Oh, I'm sure somebody does. I'm sure somebody knows.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure there's a scientist
it's all
out there
still
that knows.
theory.
No, I'm sure there's a scientist who knows exactly what would happen if somebody decided to punch a hole straight through the Earth, or at least on an angle. Somebody knows what would happen,
Okay.
without a doubt.
Well, let's see if we can get them on the show.
We need. Hey, that's not it. In fact, I think I know a guy that knows a guy that we might be able to hook us up.
Yeah, you would.
So don't
Okay.
be surprised if in the coming episodes we actually answer this question.
I'll be waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, take a tic tac.
Okay.
You're listening to Pull Yourself to Pieces
The podcast that finds the humor from inside and out.
with your host Ray.
And Bill, catch a brand new episode every Wednesday.
Catch what? Like you're fishing? Like you throw your hook out there? Is that what you mean?
No,
Like
you don't. You throw your rod.
oh, it's not like catching fish.
No, it's like catching flies.
Wait, are we talking baseball? Well,
Or fly fishing.
well, what frogs do?
What frogs do?
Catch flies.
Yeah, maybe. Hello, and we're going to do a new segment that we call Hey, Did You Know?
Did you think this up?
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I didn't think it up, so somebody must have thought it up.
It's our ghost writer.
Oh.
Not ghost writer, ghost writer.
Go writer. I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Not to
You
be
did-
confused with paperback writer
Right. You didn't know he had a
Or-
ghost writer, did you?
or a typewriter. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if this thing tanks, it's neither one of our fault.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
I'm all set.
Yeah. So,
What is it
this
called?
segment? Hey, did you know?
Hey, did you know what?
Well, I'm about to tell you.
Oh, you keeping me in suspense? Is that it? Okay.
It's going to be some wacky trivia that you
Oh.
may or may not know.
Oh, I'm an expert at that.
Oh, wacky or trivia?
Both.
All right, Mr. WT. Here we go.
Yeah, that's me.
All right. So, did you know that snails can sleep up to 3 years?
Well, I can go for at least 3 days.
What?
Yeah, I
Really?
can sleep for at least 3
No,
days.
you
Yeah.
can't.
Oh yeah.
On a bender, maybe.
No, I don't drink. So yeah.
Sleep for 3. It felt like
Yeah.
it was 3 days.
Yeah.
I can't
that
even
was a
sleep
really-
for 3 hours without waking up.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, you have a good. You sleep through the night?
Oh yeah.
Do
I'm
you?
telling you, I could probably sleep. I could stay in bed for 3 days and sleep. Oh,
man.
nice. Yeah.
Good for
nice
you.
and cozy.
Rip,
Yeah.
Rip Van Winkle.
So
You
snails.
must be part snail.
I am.
I guess it makes. I mean, a snail. It makes kind of sense. They're like slow. You know, they probably sleep a lot like a sloth. You know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I guess so. All right. Well. All right.
And how long can they sleep?
Up to 3 years.
3 years.
It's dead.
No, that can't be right.
Yeah.
Who's the idiot that sat there watching him sleep for 3 years? And how did he take a potty break? What did he do when it came dinner time?
They had that little headphones on the snail to make sure his brain activity was slow. They could tell he was really sleeping. Or maybe he was faking it.
Oh, now you're pulling my leg.
All right. Okay, crazy trivia. An ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain. True. Can you believe that?
Says a lot about ostriches.
Well, yeah. Hey, we've got a big brain, but some people, that we know, it seems like their brain is no bigger than a pea.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, you'll find this one interesting.
Well,
you know.
speaking of peas, do you know
Yeah.
how to catch do you know how to catch a polar bear?
No.
You dig a big hole in the ice, and you
Yeah.
put a pea right at the end of the ice
Uh-huh.
circle.
Right.
And when a polar bear comes strolling by and he bends down to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole. So you were saying?
Where was I?
I don't know. Oh, birds.
Yeah, okay. Next trivia.
Ostrich. Hey, can
okay.
the ostrich? Maybe that's why the ostrich can't fly. He's just not smart enough.
Right. Oh, is that what I'm supposed to do?
Maybe.
Just-
Maybe if you had a bigger brain, you could figure out how to fly. I don't know.
Speaking of doing dumb things,
Yeah?
you can actually burn off 150 calories by banging your head against the wall, Ray. Now
600,
stop it, Ray.
750, 900. Oh.
It's per hour.
Oh,
hit.
damn, you should have told me that. Oh, geez, I'm not on.
I should have just let you keep going.
All right, I'm going to go sleep for 3 days. See, that was easy.
Nice. Good one. All right. I got more. Should I
Oh, hey,
stop
let me
or
wake
what?
up. All right.
Okay.
Brr. All right, let me shake my head. All right.
All right. Did you
Okay,
know?
go.
Did you
I'm
know?
Yeah.
I mean, this is interesting. I mean, okay. Did you know that Donald Duck comics were banned in Finland because he didn't wear pants?
Yeah, I'm banned from the library because last time I went, I didn't have pants on. So yeah,
I
I
don't
know
know
what
what
it's
else
like.
to say.
I know what it's like.
You
It's
are a
sad.
character.
I am. Donald Duck, no pants. Well,
Yeah.
but then again, he also didn't have any genitals. So what's the freaking point?
Yeah, really.
No harm, no foul.
I mean, Bugs
Get
Bunny
it?
didn't.
No harm, no foul. Never mind. What? Bugs Bunny? Yeah, same
Some
thing.
characters, some cartoon characters have clothes, some don't. A lot of times they
Yeah.
don't. So,
Well, most of them are naked cartoon characters.
Yeah.
Most of them are naked.
Yeah.
But I think they just had a thing in for Disney, and they decided this is one way to stick it to them.
Yeah. That's
There
what it
you go.
was.
There you go.
All right, here we go. More trivia.
Yeah.
If you pass gas consistently for 6 years and 9 months, enough gas is produced to create the energy of an atomic bomb.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You think this is well, have you tried?
I don't think it's
Ray,
enough.
actually, just one gas from you feels like an
No,
atomic bomb.
No,
So
I
let's
don't
just-
think so.
Oh,
I'm
I think
sorry.
so.
I think it's going to take a lot more than 6 years worth of methane.
Well, it said consistently. I don't know what that means.
Well, what are you doing? Are you farting every 3 minutes?
While you're sleeping? That's going to really make...
That's a lot of chili consumed, I'll tell you right now. I don't think there's enough chili in the planet to get you that much gas for 6 years. But I digress.
Okay. All right. All right. More trivia. Let's get on with it, Bill. All right. In ancient Egypt, the priests would pluck every hair from their body, including their eyebrows and their eyelashes.
Yeah, I've done that.
Right. I knew that's why I had to bring it up. I mean,
Yeah.
really, you
On a
plucked your
whim-
eyelashes? No,
Yeah,
ooh,
on a-
ooh,
no,
that's
I-
painful.
I-
Think like,
I
ooh.
left them in. No, but
What's
just on
with
a
the
whim.
eyelashes? Why? Whoopi Goldberg thing, taking them off. I don't get that.
No. You're thinking eyebrows.
No,
Whoopi
she right.
has-
She took, not eyelashes, right? But
Right.
even eyebrows. Why take off your eyebrows? I mean,
I don't know. But again,
I
they
like a
don't
woman
serve-
with eyebrows. I like a
But they
man with
don't-
eyebrows.
I don't
Not
like
that I like a
woman who
man
paint-
that way, but you know what I mean.
Thanks for sharing. I don't like a woman that has to paint them on. I think it's ridiculous.
Yes.
Painted
Right.
on eyebrows. And look,
Right,
they
just give us-
serve they serve no purpose. Okay,
Wait a minute.
Just like
Wait a minute. They might.
eyebrows. No, I'm
Wait,
sorry.
they might.
Eyebrows.
They
No.
might be there to catch the sweat that's coming off your head.
Oh no, not my head.
Well, Yeah. Well, you
I
and I
need a-
don't have much hair up there, so where's
That's
the
true.
sweat going? It's gonna drop
Okay.
down, and it's gonna catch
Okay,
in your eye.
explain to me why we have underarm hair, brother. What does that do? What's the point of that?
I don't
Go
know.
ahead. I'll wait.
No, that's a good one. I don't know what the hell that's
Okay.
for. We need someone
Let's-
to call in or someone to comment and let us know why.
Call in. We got three listeners.
2 now.
Who's gonna? Now we're down to 2. All
it
right.
goes
next-
every week. It gets less.
Oh no.
All right, back to trivia, so we don't make this last 3 hours here. An ant always falls over on its right side when it's intoxicated. How did you get an ant drunk?
Well,
And it's not like-
Aunt Dolly used to fall over a lot when she was intoxicated. Which is the truth. I don't know if it was always the right side, but she did fall over a lot. So
Oh my God. All right, and I'll leave you with this last one.
So I want to know who's sitting around watching ants fall over,
and
and
who's getting off by getting them drunk?
and how do you know that that they fell on their right side? Man, I don't
Well,
want that job.
He's
That
got
sounds
like
like too
6 legs, so I mean,
Right.
I guess
First,
it must be
well,
hard
first
to
you gotta
knock
make-
an ant over anyway.
well, that you got to make sure you're looking at the right, the front end.
All right.
What if you're looking at the ass end all the time? And
Sometimes it's hard to tell. He's got those antennae, so you can make sure.
Oh,
He's got-
okay.
he might have antennae in the back too. I don't know.
I don't know.
What would that be for?
I don't know. But I want to know who funded this to waste our money.
All right, we'll just leave it at that. Except for the fact that on average we eat 8 spiders in our lifetime at night.
No. Oh no, we
yes,
don't.
we do.
Not me.
What do you mean? What do you?
I'm not eating. No, I don't eat any
What do you
spiders.
put duct
no.
tape on your mouth?
How did you know?
Believe me, I've been with you. You snore. There's things getting in there,
No,
and they
I
ain't
don't
getting
think
out.
so. I don't think so.
I bet you ate a tarantula.
And I think it's just a guess. I don't know how people come up with this stuff.
Well, they
8
could have done
spiders.
an autopsy and they found, little 8 skeletons of spiders.
No, I'm not buying it, and I don't believe it at all.
You don't believe it?
No, I don't. I
I've
think
heard
it's just,
that one.
well,
have
it's an
heard
old
that
wives'
one.
tale. It's an old wives' tale.
No. Oh, gosh.
Again, if you're look, unless you wake up because you feel the sensation of something crawling down your throat and go and spit it out and go, oh, look, a spider, and you mark this down somewhere, how do you come up with this statistic?
Your mouth
That-
is open. There's things that are going to crawl in there.
No, my mouth isn't open. I don't sleep with my mouth open.
You don't know what you're doing when you sleep. Thank God.
I
you don't.
absolutely know what I'm doing.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Not possible.
I sleep with my mouth closed. I breathe through my nose.
And your eyes open, I guess.
No, that's awake.
That's. Hey,
That's not a sleep.
why do we call
What?
it awake if the person's dead?
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe
I think
we're
we've had
waiting for
enough.
them to. Maybe we're just waiting for them to come back.
Yeah, maybe that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to get out of here.
Where we going?
I don't know. We're getting out of here though.
Let's go buy some spiders.
Okay.
Movie quotes.
All right, welcome back to another edition of End I Quote. Wait for it. Our game show where I give Ray a series of questions, series of quotes. We've done movie quotes in the past. This one's actually going to be just like famous quotes, Ray. And to make it a little bit easier for those at home to play, I'm going to give you multiple choice so that they can be listening and they can get it before you get it. Are you there? What's the matter?
It's a spider in my throat. All right, there. I got it out. All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
You saying?
Only when you're awake. So we're going to do 5 End I quotes here. These are famous quotes, and I'm going to give you multiple choice. And let's.
Okay. I bet you I get them
answer
all
it.
this time.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh boy! Well, if you get
Yeah.
them all, what do you want as your prize?
Oh my! I want a Marie Calendar Dutch apple pie.
Wow! No, I'll just let you do the show by yourself. All right. Here we go. Question number 1. All right. Quote number 1. Sorry. Here's a quote.
Yeah.
Quote.
Yeah.
People are more impressed by the power of your example rather than the example of our power. Was it George Bush, Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, or Ronald Reagan? You want the quote again?
No, I
Okay.
got the gist of it. I'm going to say Reagan.
No, it was actually Bill Clinton said that. Bill Clinton said, people are more impressed by the power of our example rather than the example of our power. Yeah, I agree with you. Ronald Reagan would have been who I would have thought it might have been. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this will be interesting on this one. Okay. Quote, truth is ever to be found in simplicity and not in the multiplicity. How do you say that word?
Yeah.
Multiplicity. Truth is ever to be found in simplicity and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. Was it Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, Charlie Chaplin, or Isaac Newton?
Oh. The second one.
John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Good guess, but no, it's actually Isaac Newton.
The guy that discovered the fig Newtons.
Right, exactly. He always comes
Okay.
back every once in a while. He
Yeah,
comes back
he's a
on.
popular guy. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here's a musical one. Music quote from somebody. You
Okay.
should never take more than you give. Was it Elton John, Paul McCartney, Eric Clapton, or Sting? You should never take more than you give.
Sting.
Yeah, that's a good guess. I would have thought that too. It actually was Elton John. Hey, like that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and quote from an actor. You never really learn much from hearing yourself speak. Was it Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Matt Damon, or Bernie Mac?
George Clooney.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Yeah, that makes sense, right? He'd be the guy who would be more quotable out of those guys.
Well, he's got that golden voice, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, he's got everything golden. I mean, even I could almost turn gay on that guy. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. And last trivia quote here. Who said this? We need fantasy to survive reality. Was it Walt Disney, Lady Gaga, Steven Spielberg, or Stephen King? We need fantasy to survive reality.
Stephen King.
That's a good guess. This was a hard one because it seems like any one of those guys could have said that. It actually was Lady Gaga who said that. Surprising.
Well,
yeah. Well, she doesn't have to be worried about living in a fantasy. I mean, she's had plenty of success.
yeah, and she wears
amazingly.
Meat. And she wears meat.
And she what?
She wears meat.
She wears meat.
Yeah.
Really?
She wore a dress made out of meat once. You remember?
No.
Oh, she looked delicious. Mm.
Is that your fantasy?
Yeah.
You can. All right. I won't even go there.
No, you don't want to go there.
All right. All right. Till the next time. And I quote.
Yeah. Who said? Never mind. Bye.
Bye. Welcome to a new segment that we call Are You Nuts?
That's a rhetorical question, right?
If I'm talking about you, that's true. But I'm talking
Right.
about actual nuts and not like in the nut house or in this studio. I'm talking.
Oh, you mean legumes?
Yes.
Okay.
Every time we go to this segment, we're going to discuss a nut. The ones and and some of the things you didn't know about that nut.
All righty. Well, what's our first nut?
Our first nut are almonds. You like almonds?
Yes, especially at the end of a prayer. Almonds. Isn't that right? No, that's not right. No, you don't say almonds. You don't say almonds.
Funny. That's funny.
You don't say cashew. No.
Well, it's funny you bring up, religion because there's something in the Bible about almonds. It says the Bible said that Aaron's rod had blossomed and bore almonds.
Oh, let's talk about Aaron's rod first of all. Are we talking metaphorically, or are we talking?
I sure hope so.
Are we talking a walking stick, or
what's funny? It also says that almonds were symbolic of virginity. So it's like Aaron's rod and virginity all meant the same thing in the Bible.
Huh? Well, that's talk about mixed messages there. Huh?
Well, it turns out that almonds are they are actually a seed.
Wait,
Yeah, they're in reality they're actually a seed from the fruit of the almond tree.
Oh,
Kind of like the way a peach is. All right.
okay.
And there's actually two kinds of
Wait a minute.
almonds.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Hold it. A
What?
peach has a peach pit. So how could a peach be the pit from a peach
Yeah, but
tree?
you must have opened up that pit and you saw there's looks like an almond in there. No, you never did that. You never
I
cracked that
opened up
open.
I opened up the pit and there was a little man in a rowboat in there once and scared the hell out of me. And I go, how the hell did you get in there?
You ass.
Made me wonder what's in the next peach I was going to open up. And eat. So I don't eat peaches anymore just for that reason.
Obviously.
I don't like to be afraid and scared.
But yeah, I don't blame you.
So almonds, huh? So it's a pit. It's not even. So
Right.
ugh.
It's the seed. We're actually eating the seed. Now, there's
All right.
two kinds of almonds out there. There's the sweet almonds, which is the ones that we eat,
Yeah.
which is the most popular nut. Besides, some people we know, the most popular nut there is the almond. Believe it or not, at least in the United States, there is a bitter almond that is dangerous to eat. It actually, if you ate the seed from that, it's kind of like as if it was cyanide. That's pretty much how they make cyanide. They make cyanide from certain things like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, apple seeds can be turned into cyanide. It turns.
Oh, my.
You can turn them. You can turn them into hydrocyanic acid, which is cyanide.
Okay.
But anyway, on a more positive notes, the almonds have been around forever.
There's a positive note.
Yes, the positive things of almonds.
Okay, I'm listening.
There's really wonderful benefits of almonds. They have they're filled with fiber. They have lots of nutrients like things like vitamin E and phosphorus and manganese.
Yeah, and if you got tiny little fingers, you could milk them and make almond milk.
You think they got little udders on there?
You sit on a really tiny stool and you grab and you go, come here, you, and you squeeze out the tiny little bit, like a half a
I like
thimble.
almond milk.
You would.
I don't know how they milk in that almond, but
That's what I'd like to know.
I'm milking this segment. But
yeah, you're milking it all right. Can't wait till we talk about peanuts. But I digress.
Look, almonds are great. They're really great for you. They're great for your skin. They're great for
That's what you say. That's what you say. They're high in fat. Why is that?
Yeah, but that's the good fat. There's good fat. You can eat the good fat.
There's good.
Yeah, you know that.
I have a lot of good fat. Trust me, I have a lot of good fat.
You think?
I got enough good fat to go around.
Almonds have unsaturated fat, which lowers things like your LDL cholesterol levels. Okay, so it's the monounsaturated fats. Those are the good ones, and that's
mono. Isn't that you get when you kiss a girl? Mono.
All right, I'm done.
You sure?
Almonds are good for you. All right, that's it. When we get to the next nut, Ray,
what? I like the way you said that. You needed to put a comma between that.
Did I?
No, you didn't.
It was a slip.
What is the next nut, Will?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, rats.
I'm going to leave that nut in the open. Oh.
All right. You're going to get arrested. You keep doing that stuff. You're going to get I keep telling you, you're going to get arrested.
Right.
Keeping your nuts in the open like that.
Got it. All right. Till the next nut.
Yeah.
Welcome to another new segment that we call What's Up, Doc? We're doing a lot of new segments this particular show. Did you notice that?
Are you the doctor?
I'm the doctor. I'm the resident doctor right now.
Well, who are you? Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Dr. Zhivago?
I'm going to be a different doctor every time. I'm Dr. Strangelove this week. Okay.
Oh, Dr. Strangelove. Okay.
That's right. And speaking of Strangelove, the thing we're going to discuss on this What's Up, Doc?
Yeah.
Is who wants a larger weenie? Who doesn't want a larger weenie, right? I mean, particularly men, Well, even women might want a larger weenie too. But I want to talk about having or getting or, what you can do to get a larger weenie. Are you still there?
I'm here.
You do know that there is a ridiculous amount of um, industry out there for, male enhancement, right? The male enhancement
And none of it
industry.
works.
That's exactly true. Yes, according
Because
to
I've tried them all. And I spent a small fortune, and I
well,
haven't
then this is going to be good for you because you
I
need a
haven't even-
larger.
I don't, but it's just
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he really doesn't.
Actually-
But just
actually
curious.
my friends. My nickname for my friends is Tripod, but that's besides the point. I spent a good amount of money. Of course, just purely for experimental purposes.
Oh, of course, right.
Just to
Research,
see-
just to research,
exactly.
to be able
research.
to give your knowledge to other people and say, no, you're doing that
Exactly.
wrong. That's not the right way to do
Exactly.
that.
And say no, the vacuum pump doesn't work, but the cream does, or no, this aphrodisiac pill does work, but the anyway.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
what I'm
I-
about to say obviously is not going to benefit you because you're obviously fine in that department, right?
Hung like a stud field mouse.
So this is really going to be for those guys who aren't. And this is going to be, some real advice. And this is affordable advice. This is it's mostly diet. You can improve the size of your member. And you can improve your health too.
Yeah.
You have to start taking more of these foods. Okay. Salmon, sardines, flax, omega-6 fatty acids. I'm seeing a pattern there.
I used to have a fatty acid, but then I went on a diet.
Some fruits like blueberries, blackberries, and avocados, and some nuts like walnuts and almonds, and also natural
You should have
chocolate.
mentioned that in the last segment.
So if you increase these particular things that I just said, the salmon, sardines, flax, omega-6, blueberries, blackberries, avocado, walnuts, almonds, and natural chocolate, which is like the cocoa, right? The natural cocoa powder stuff.
Yeah.
That you can
cocoa powder,
increase the size of your member.
I don't believe it.
Well, you haven't tried.
I don't believe it at all.
These things are all rich in phytonutrients and antioxidants. And they are known to increase the blood flow and open up the blood vessels. And
but it's a temporary thing.
Well, there's more. According to what I read, the capillaries and blood vessels in the corposa cavernosa, which is, imagine what that probably is. I'm sure it's somewhere down there, will naturally expand, allowing more blood to flow to and through the expansive chamber, giving you more girth.
No,
increasing
again,
your power.
It's a temporary fix.
Well, if you do this kind of diet and you also do natural enhancement exercises like elevations and PC contractions.
I tried that. I tied a rope around it to a 5-pound weightlifting plate.
Oh my God.
4 sets of 10. Boy, I tell you, feel the burn. It takes on a whole new meaning.
Stretching exercises.
Well, it is a muscle, and if you want it to grow, you got to work that.
Isn't
baby.
there like natives, like certain native customs where they they do that and it ends up giving them more length because they constantly stretch it and pull it, and they get that plate in their mouth, right? They can do that thing where they get that. So naturally, it could do that.
Yeah. PP calisthenics, as they're called. Yeah.
So why don't you go do some of this, and then we'll reconvene in a few weeks and let me know how you did.
All right. So let me
All
see. I need to get some string and a 5-pound plate. All right. I can
Right.
do that.
And some walnuts.
And a tape measure, because I'm gonna want to, every little 16th of an inch. I'm gonna want to write that down.
Yeah, a little celebration.
Yeah.
All right, good luck.
Thanks.
All right, welcome to a new segment that we're going to start called Greatest Songs of All Time.
Oh yeah, you're being kind because I've heard some of these songs.
Well, to give a little backstory real quick, this is based on Rolling Stone's greatest 500 songs of all time, which they had only done last year. They hadn't done it till 10 years previous from that. I guess every 10 years or so, they'll do it again. So we're fortunate to have their latest 500 greatest records, and we're going to do a countdown of the top 20. Each time we go back to this segment, we'll count down to the next song, leading us down to eventually to number 1. So this week we're going to go with number 20, and the number 20 song on their list is a song called "Dancing."
Well, for what year? For what year?
This song is from 2010, and
Okay.
it's called "Dancing on My Own" by the singer Robin, Orbyn. Now,
You mean Robyn?
what'd I say?
Orbyn.
Oh boy,
That would be Orban.
it's my dyslexia going
Yeah.
on again.
The
Yeah.
dyslexic man told me I was full of carp. All right, you were saying?
Yeah. Anyway, I thought that we would review the song, each of us, based on a certain criteria. And
All right, here's my
that's what
review.
we're
It sucks. Goodbye.
that was easy.
Yeah. Why
Okay.
don't you tell him? Why don't you tell him what the Rolling Stone magazine thought of number 20, Bill?
A quote. They said, "The Swedish disco queen Robin captured all the agony and ecstasy of twirling alone in a corner of the dance floor."
Agony's right.
Well, you know what? For those who know it or don't know it, "Dancing on My Own" it's a song written, like we said, it was released 12 years ago, and it has a sound of the old disco-y kind of sound. It has that, a little techno-y in there, but some of the instruments and some of the sounds, it does kind of remind me of stuff that was the high energy kind of,
Hip hop club music.
No, before the hip hop stuff. We're talking, really more late 70s, early 80s. It kind of has that sound, but a little more updated. Okay. So as far as something that here's where the song is interesting to me. They do a pretty good job of making the music kind of sound like that old style. Fine. That's fine. Okay. Her performance, nothing great. Okay, the arrangement is very typical. It's a typical song. We have the verse, and then we have the what's the other part called? Where we go into
The bridge.
There's the bridge. Right, there's the verse, the bridge, and then there's the what's the other part?
The end. My favorite part.
Likability, no, not
Zero.
really. Yeah,
Zero.
My personal thought, though, is looking at the lyrics. Okay, the lyrics are very straightforward. They're a girl who's been scorned, right? Obviously, she liked this guy, or she was with this guy, and he's
I don't know.
back at the dance club, and she's watching him from afar, and she's dancing on her own. Really, that's basically all that's in the lyrics. Although, gotta say, Ray, there was one really strange lyric that's bothering me. Okay, and she brings it a couple times, where she refers to herself as,
I'm not the guy you're taking home.
I'm not. That's it. I knew you would think the same thing. She says, "I'm not the guy you're taking home. So is right now this is
I don't know.
well, it's
I tried to
interesting.
figure out first. I tried to figure out if the person singing was male or female.
Right. Or maybe it's someone who's male who's
Gay.
dresses up as female. Right, exactly.
Or somebody who's gay.
It might
I don't know.
it actually makes the song a little more interesting, but it still ends up really kind of going nowhere. It doesn't have really an ending.
No, it goes nowhere. And
It goes nowhere.
It's boo hoo. Cry me a river. I am all messed up.
Yes.
I'm spinning around in circles.
Yeah,
I keep dancing with myself. I kept thinking of Billy Idol's great tune, "Dancing with Myself," which was so much better song than this.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting because we're at number 20 and we're going to count down, to number 1. Now, I don't know. I didn't take a look at what else was in the list going from 21 all the way up to 500. Okay. And I did take a quick look at what's in store for us over these 20 songs. And there's not a lot of disco songs in there. And that's disappointing because, and I'm sure you're going to agree with me, is this song worthy to be number 20? Absolutely not. You and I grew up in a time, and we both, have experience back in the days of, we former did DJing, and we played dance music in the 80s, and you and I are familiar with that, and we played a lot of wide ranging of stuff, actually,
Yes,
60s,
did.
70s, 80s, 90s,
Yeah,
and
sure.
And there's so many. I know you're going to agree with me. There's so many other songs that are way more worthier, musically and performance and the lyrics. Shame. Don't lead me this way. So many Donna Summer songs. The performance alone, right? I mean,
I know.
So much more stronger songs. Is this song just included in here to make the 30 and younger, happier? Look,
it just goes to show how mediocre music became in the 30 years from the 1980s or the 70s. How mediocre the music became.
And if you're going to go back and you're going to give us a updated disco song, and that's really all it is, give us something more than just what you gave us. Give us something more than you just gave us. Our performance is just blah. It really is, So disappointed. Number 20, disappointed. We'll look forward to number 19. Any other last words?
No.
All right.
No last words.
All right. That ends our first of what will be 20 segments for greatest songs of all time. And hopefully number 19 is going to live up to its position.
Okay.
Later.
Yeah, bye.
Are you dancing on your own right now or what?
Yes, I am. I'm dancing out of here. So, hey, listen, thanks for joining us this week on Pull Yourself to Pieces.
Please check out our website, pullyourselftopieces.com.
That's right.
And you can subscribe to the show in Google and Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Castbox, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Stitcher, and YouTube, or via RSS, so you'll never miss an episode.
And if you enjoy our show, don't forget to give us a high rating.
And remember to tell your friends about the show.
We'll see you next time.
Well, how can they see us? There's no cameras. It's kind of like radio.
It's a figure of speech.
A figure? What figure?
Yeah. A figure.
What does a figure have to do with it?
It's a figure it out.
Wait. Figure it out? Huh?
Thanks for listening to our show, and thank you to freesounds.org and Gottlieb, Audio Mirage, Plasterbrain, Cognito Perceptu, FK Prod, Mirage Chaser, Shadow Wisp, D-Boss, Viku Seru, Intra Environmental Sound Project, Julian Nicholas, Carmelo Mike, G Kill Hour, 140178 Sound, CMU Sound Design, Alan Mchi, Der Super Anton, Eric H2000, Bulbastray, FK Phantom, Ultra Dust, Ada Records, Stuart Colborn, Debroid, Cubidup, GJ, Syntax Seed, Inspector J, Astounded, Madge 061785, Just Invoke, Short record. Lorenzo Sue. And I'm Mackenzie. CreativeCommons.org/licenses/by/3.0/legal code.